Welcome to The Lift with Sheila Robinson Kiss. Come on in. There's always a special place set aside for you here where you can relax, kick up your heels, pour yourself a nice, refreshing drink, and prepare to be lifted and soar. I have a question for you, and only you can answer this question. Are you an angry bird? Let me repeat that. Are you an angry bird? Yes, Angry Bird as in the popular game that everyone is so in love with. And by the way, why do you think the game became so popular? It's because so many people can relate with the frustration that mounts on these birds before they go catapulting off into the air. So I have created a little 3-point checklist for you to determine whether or not you're an angry bird. And if you hit one or more of these, I want you to lean into this video very carefully, or if you know someone who may be an angry bird. Number one, I frequently feel angry and agitated on edge, like something is just brewing and boiling inside of me, and it's not positive. Number two, I hold on to resentments, and I have a hard time letting go. And number three, I lose my temper frequently, and I often regret it. You know, anger is so misunderstood by many folks. It's because we've come to fear anger. We want to run away from it. It's a powerful emotion, so we want to quickly shut it down. But rather than shutting it down when it knocks on your door and appears, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that one of my catchphrases is you've got to deal to heal. You've got to deal with it in order to heal it. So let's not run away from it or ignore it. Let's look at it and try to answer the question that is being asked of the anger. Now, from the clinical perspective, anger knocks on your door and asks the question, what are you so upset about? What are you so upset about? Spiritually, anger asks us, what do you need to look at and deal with in order to set yourself free? Now, believe it or not, I am an ex-angry bird, a former angry bird. And what you have to understand, what I came to understand before I was really able to set myself free, is anger sits within us. It really sits in the center of our soul, like a furnace that's heated by coal, and it gets hotter and hotter, and we have to feed it. We have to fuel it because it demands energy. It starts to feed upon itself. The anger becomes a part of you, and so therefore it becomes alive. It has an appetite, and what it feeds on is your fuel, your life, and your energy. I can recall being so upset about a particular circumstances that one of my dear sweet neighbors, Marta, just a lovely lady, I would go over and she would make these cookies, pastries, pies, and I would be going on and on about these circumstances I was just so angry about, and I had just been treated so wrong, and blah, 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 on and on. And she would just look at me with these soft, tender eyes and say, dear, it's okay. Do you want another slice of cherry pie? Do you want another cookie? And inside myself, I was thinking, no, Marta, I don't want another pie. I don't want another cookie. What I want to do is sit here for another 4 hours and rant and rave about this stuff. I didn't even realize what I was doing. And God rest her soul. Before she passed away, I had an opportunity to travel out of state, back to my old neighborhood, to actually sit with her and apologize for what I was doing and not even aware of it. And I asked her, how in the world could you even stand me? And she just looked at me, same loving eyes, and said, well, sweetie, you were such a doll, and I was homebound, so it was either sit and listen to you or watch old reruns. So you won out. So God bless her soul. There's not many like Marta in the world, so I hope they're treating you well in heaven. Most people just kind of boot you out and get rid of you, but it's really gives you an example of how anger can spill over, and it will affect every part of your life. Yet folks will lie to themselves. You will know on a very gut level, a deep level within yourself, this anger is here, it's a problem, but you talk yourself out of it. Oh, well, I'm functioning okay at work. I'm here to tell you, if you're dealing with any issues of resentment or anger and you're functioning at work, drop the anger and resentment, and I promise you, you'll knock the ball out of the park. You'll be doing even better. Well, Sheila, there's some resentment, some anger issues, but my relationships are okay. Okay, that's not much. I can tell you now that any resentment or anger that you are carrying is pulling, it's a weight on your relationships. They could be even better. You could be getting more out of your life and your relationships. I want to show you guys something really quickly. What is this? This is actually a little homemade bar of soap. Well, Sheila, what in the world are you showing us your homemade bar of soap for? Because for so many years, I was, these resentments would come and go, and I dropped it, and it was a surreal feeling. I had so much free energy. I said, oh my God, well, what do I want to do? I had always seen these people doing crafts, painting, looking so happy. I thought they were being phony. But I would tell you, I started making this soap, and I'm like, oh my God, this is the good life. This is what I can be doing because I'm free from that stuff. I can be traveling, enjoying my friends, enjoying my family, a genuine, authentic smile on my face. I had reclaimed my energy, my vitality, and those resentments and that anger. It was not the dominating force. So I'm here to tell you that it is so real. It's a real possibility, a real opportunity. Now, the magic question, how do I start to release it or drop it if I need to? Well, this was the first installation of my Angry Birds series. I'll be checking in with you, and I'm actually going to be putting together a compilation course that will be made available to you that deals with anger. So stay tuned. The first step, if you're an angry bird, is acknowledging that the anger is a problem, because once you've acknowledged it, you can start dealing with it. And I will see you back again for the next installation of Angry Birds. Thank you.